And here at the start of the season, Kenny, some teams still struggling to get into a rhythm. It's like...
Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Chicago Bulls as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. And then on Sunday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
And for that game against the Warriors, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward there. Green is out there with Bradley. And McGee in at the center position. And for Chicago, Markkanen and Carter are up front. LaVine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's Dunn in at the point guard. And it's Chicago to start out. Smitty, as a player, when it comes to preparing for a long season, talk about the advantages of the new strength and conditioning programs we read so much about.
You know, for me, Kevin, when I first started out, it was all about just getting stronger, lifting weights. I think right now, for these guys, they're doing a great job of adding that and also recovery. What do you do for recovery, being able to play the next game? I would love to see the technology that they have. Wish I could use it, Kevin, because all I did was run and get me a fish fillet, and I was ready to go.
They get it again. McGee. Good work defensively by Carter. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Porter outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
In his first year in the league, Porter hit only 19% of his threes. But over his career, he's raised that average to right around 40%.
Scooped up. Here's Davis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to Indiana. Dunn against Bradley. Dunn kicks to LaVine. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. Passes to Dunn. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Dunn passes to Markkanen. LaVine. McGee with the block. And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. No good there. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Here's LaVine. Count it from 12.
This is the capability Zach LaVine has. Can score on all 3 levels.
Outside Bradley. LeBron against Porter. Stolen by LaVine. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. LaVine with the ball. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 13-point game against San Antonio. For 3, McGee's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And with this team, Zach LaVine has been thrust into the role of the leader. Still young in his own right, but as a rising star and a large part of the future, responsibilities have fallen in his lap.
Howard's checked in for Los Angeles. Outside, Porter. 5 on the clock. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Porter's got his second bucket tonight. And for LaVine, he is the best scorer on the team. And you know what, Smitty? He should be a leader.
You're right. That isn't something that's easy to step right into. After losses pile up, you feel more pressure and want to take over every game. Zach LaVine should be up to the task, but it will take some adjusting.
Satoransky's checked in for Dunn. The Lakers also changing it up. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for LeBron. Caldwell Pope comes in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Avery Bradley. Now here's LaVine. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for the Bulls. White comes in for Porter. Pass to Kuzma. Will it go? Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Carter. And so LaVine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. Took him no time at all on that one.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Kuzma, that's good.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
Caldwell Pope against LaVine. With some arc, and it's sent back by Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. And the Bulls making a change here. Valentine's checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Morris is checked in for Davis. 1:43 left to play here in the first. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Offensive rebound. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. Bulls shooting their first free throw of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
One criticism of Jim Boylan before getting extended was his offense. Called too slow and too methodical. He addressed that this offseason by getting a top assistant to redesign the offense.
And he makes that one.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Morris, no good. Chicago leading by 16. Satoransky looking around. The dish now to Young. Here's White. No good on the triple. Los Angeles is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Caruso. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And he dunks it down.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Howard's shot is good. Chicago's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. White the pass to Carter. Drops in the layup for 2. Carter's got his third basket of the night.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
No good on that one. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And don't go... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
Young and Carter are the big men inside. White is out there with Satoransky, and it's Valentine in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Morris with the block. To the middle. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Right the pass to Carter. And it's blocked. The drive by James, and the shot is good. LeBron's got his first points of the game.
You see the tremendous first step, the power. LeBron loves to put the defense back on its heels.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Chicago Bulls continue to be a team in rebuild mode. They traded for Otto Porter at the deadline last season, and that seemed like a turning point. It lessened the logjam in the front court, and his versatile game fit well with some of the young players. Now that they've added rookie Kobe White with other moves this summer, fans are eager to see this young team take the next step. Kevin?
And David, they've got some pieces too. Thank you. Smitty, every NBA player has their Mount Rushmore, every NBA fan. The 4 players they consider the best of all time. So I'll ask you, who is on your NBA Mount Rushmore?
I would say Michael Jordan, Kevin, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Kobe Bryant. Those are my 4.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Lakers trail by 14. Caruso kicks to Green. Lakers passing it around. And James with the basket on the assist from Green. James has got his second bucket of the night.
Completely in rhythm that time. LeBron working off the catch and shoot.
Outside Porter. The pass to Markkanen. Now Porter, guarded by Green. Outside Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Valentine. It's blocked. Green against Porter. The drive by Green, and the basket is good.
This is something Danny has been working on, putting the ball on the floor and taking it strong.
And so Markkanen will bring it up for Chicago. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Porter. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
And that one's good, Caruso.
Yeah, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Puts it up from 12. The shot that time, not on target. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's his first foul. Zach LaVine's checked in for Chicago. And then for the Lakers, JaVale McGee's checked in for Morris. Davis comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Alex Caruso. Porter against LeBron. LeBron grabs the miss.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on. Well, last season, a season of change for the Bulls. They missed the playoffs with a 22-win season, and they did have a change of head coaches. Not the results many hoped for going into the year.
Many, as you said, the Bulls were a pick by many to compete last season.
Yeah, and this team, they continued to tinker with this roster. They made the trade for Otto Porter to be a part of their future. And you know what? The rebuild continues on.
Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. Down against Rondo. Dunn dishes to Levine. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Davis.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Outside, Levine. Dunn against Rondo. Dunn passes to Carter. Bucket is good. Carter's got 8 points.
Wendell did this against high-level college competition. Consistently showcased the ability to score with efficiency.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Bulls, Saransky's checked in for Lauri Markkanen, and it's White in for Chris Dunn. Here's Carter. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
And it's Davis missing.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Chicago with the ball. 6-point game. Here's Satoransky. Davis with the ball.
What a play by Anthony Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nope, not on my watch.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And the Lakers with some changes. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Caldwell Pope comes in for Green. And it's Avery Bradley in for Rajon Rondo. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Levine wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 10.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the Lakers with another turnover here. Chicago leading by 9. Tipped away. From deep three-point range. No good on the last second attempt there. And so that brings the first half to a close. Bulls lead by 9.
Tá com ânsia, Fran? Não tá com fome? Tá com ânsia? Você quer que eu compro alguma coisa pra você? Vou no mercado? Ok, Google. Ok, Google. Ok, Google. Como faço para saber aquela porcentagem verde no NBA 20?
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So we got to.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Levantando.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. In Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They lead by 9 points. How about you, Shaq? And it's just about time now for the 3rd quarter to get underway.
Vai ser você. Tá, nada é impossível para aquele que crê, né? Eu também.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
So for the Lakers right now, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Davis, and it's Bradley in at the 1 spot.
And even as a rookie, you could see the consistency game to game from Wendell Carter. Very dependable on the glass and on the scoreboard for a player so young.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me in the basketball field. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. And with Carter, he's only going to get better over the years.
The upside is easy to see. He always finds ways to contribute to this team. Not sure if he'll be a star, but he'll be a rock on the offense and defensive end for a long time.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Zach LaVine has all the physical tools and a skill set with an incredible high ceiling.
And Smitty, with all that he's been through, you can't question Zach LaVine's love of the game.
You're so right. It's crazy to think LaVine wasn't even a starter in college, but he's worked so hard to improve. The way he has fought back from injuries and continued dedicated himself to the game, something to admire.
And with Otto Porter, the skills are always apparent with his play. And Smitty, you just like when he's playing aggressively on the floor.
Yeah, it's something that his former coach, Scott Brooks, was always trying to promote to Porter. When he becomes more than just a catch-and-shoot threat, that's when his game is at his best. Great execution. He got the ball in the right spot, and he delivered with the turnaround.
At the elbow, it's Markkanen. Unable to get that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
The shot's good from McGee.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end. Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
LaVine kicks to Dunn. LaVine, the bounce pass. Porter with it. Now guarded by Brad. Porter, no luck.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Here's Davis, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Timeout.
And how about that? Transition opportunity for Anthony Davis. Has the long strides to eat up ground in a hurry.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade, confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Young comes in for Wendell Carter, and it's Denzel Valentine in for Otto Porter Jr. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. LaVine for 3. They get it back. Young goes up again. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Young's got his second basket.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
You see the weight that AD's added to his frame over the years. Now invites contact.
Here's Levine. And sends it back. And they get it back. Gunshot's good.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Lakers trail by 6. Here's Davis, and again it's the Lakers.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Done with it. Guarded now by Morris. Basket, good. And it's 7 points for Chris Dunn.
Strength, focus, hard head approach. Chris Dunn powering through contact.
And the Lakers call time here. Smitty, when things get heated between two players, we often see a double technical call. But should the instigator be penalized more if it can be determined who was the instigator?
I agree, Kevin. I just don't like sometimes when two guys get into it and you just automatically call a double technical. Because strategy-wise, if I was playing Kevin and their best player had a technical already, I would get into it just so I can call a double technical and hopefully he'll be gone.
Now, wait a minute. Did you really? Honestly?
No, we did. I mean, I think that back in the day, you saw like Patrick Ewing, for instance. He had a tech. We would just send somebody out there just to see a couple plays. If we can get him thrown out. Especially now, if you just call a double technical the way they do, a lot of star players have been gone.
Caruso, the pass to Kuzma, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Out to the wing, lets it fly. Off the left rim and out.
Well, he's going to have
entregou a rapadura.
that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammate.
Unable to get the ball
esqueci da bola.
It called for the 5-second violation.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Howard's checked in for Morris. LeBron comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Alex Caruso. Young with no one around. No good on the quick 3. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Caldwell Pope.
As a defender, hard to keep up with KCP in transition. He has excellent get up and go.
Outside, White. Markkanen with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Here's Satoransky. Yep, it counts. And the Bulls lead by 6.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Davis. Chicago grabs the miss. Young's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Levine. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. And now it's an 8-point Bulls lead.
Providing so much size and athleticism out of the backcourt. Levine challenging the heart of that defense.
With 4 seconds on the clock, no good at the rim.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. It's Chicago up by 8. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. White is out there with Thomas Satoransky. Then it's Zach Levine. Then there's Carter. And it's Porter at the 4 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Oh, that's offensive interference. Chicago leading by 10. White bounce pass. Howard against Carter. And Satoransky wide open. He fires. Sinks the triple.
Beautiful find by Carter. Sees the floor really well for a young team.
Pass to Howard. Back to Bradley. Trying to get open is Davis, and Bradley gets it to go.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
From about 19 feet, it's Chicago with another bucket.
The stop and pop on a dime. If Levine ever gets consistent with it, watch out.
A three from Bradley. Sederansky grabs the miss. And Sederansky will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They led by as many as 18 points.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Levine against LeBron. Here's Porter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 4 assists now tonight.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the
Esse cara fez isso, mano. O cara é retardado? Tirou droga?
Mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Chicago making a switch here. Valentine's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Green's checked in, and Sederansky kicks to Levine. Unloads. Doesn't go for him. The Lakers going the other way now.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
He wisely chose to pull up for a 3 on the fast break. The defense sucked in to prevent the layup.
To the paint. Lays it up and banks it in. Levine's got 9 points here in the second half.
This is what Zach LaVine is built to do. He can get you points in bunches, and sometimes he can go all night.
James misses.
One made 3 going for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
The shot by Sederansky, no good. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty? Around the calendar. There's no off-season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the off-season. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody's looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. Los Angeles on D. They trail by 11. Pass to Sederansky. Kicks it to Levine. No one near him. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Caldwell Pope.
They've gotten careless, Kevin. No doubt about it with their turnovers in the second half.
If you're the defense, you have to get back. LeBron, a monster out in the open court.
The Bulls leading by 9. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. There's Levine. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Davis, here we go. That's good from Caldwell Pope on the assist by Davis. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one. Chicago's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Chicago calls timeout. They're up by 7. 1:56 left to play in the final quarter.
Oi, meu Deus, me desculpa de pisar em você. Você não é tapete? É tapete, cara? É tapete? É o quê? É coisa o quê? É um ursinho? É um urso, seu cachorro lindo.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Zach LaVine.
And I love that it's been a hard charging.
Foi difícil colocar ela?
Shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim, to be in some tough spots, and also finishing strong.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the timeout, I listened in on Jim Boylan's huddle. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
And the foul called on Danny Green. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Carter. Harkinen with it, and McGee picks him up defensively. Davis with the double team. Inside, Levine lays it up off the glass. Levine's got 24 points.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from James. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. They led by as many as 18 points. And 101 left to play here in the fourth. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 10.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Bulls.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, is the incredible performance for Zach LaVine.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Here is Porter. He feeds it to Carter, and he banks in the layup.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
The clock now can just run out for the Bulls. Poked away. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Rondo.
Taking advantage of what's there. LeBron reads the situation correctly.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance.
I'm a bad, get up. In a plane, you a lame, you ain't, so I can't hang with you, touch my chain. Got up. Like some lightning. For the night, I don't do no white man. Then the leader, yeah, I'm so trifling. Real savage. I don't with that if she average. I got a bad name, Ashley. Understand me, brand new car, hop out the bed. I saw my wrist out of my protect, brand new chain. I told my nigga got tired of the now caught me. I'm up on, I don't get rich. I'm catching these flights and chasing the check, little baby.
It's the NBA. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Heat. They're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season.
And when you look at Miami, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top team or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortune.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Adebayo, Iguodala out there with Dragic. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Crowder in at the four-man position. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Avery Bradley is out there with Green, and it's McGee in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Crowder after the miss from JaVale McGee. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, like a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. Had his best year with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Davis. Early on, Brent, what are some of the intangibles you look for in a team that may be taking the next step?
First of all, is the player who's returning that's shouldering most of the responsibility, is he any better than last season, Kevin? Has there been some growth in his game? Secondarily,
the great ones always grow.
They always do, and they're really sharp usually coming out of summertime, and they're ready to go. Second thing is, has the roster been tinkered with a little bit or tweaked a little bit to enhance what it is that the skill set of the star player is going to provide for their team throughout the next 8 months of the season?
James with a deep three. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
Now here's Kuzma. And the rejection by Iguodala. But they'll get another chance. And that one's good. Green.
That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Nuggets looking it over. Wide open look. That shot no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack.
And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. Going up against an all-time great like LeBron James, there are no easy answers. Still, he's aware it will be pivotal to slow him down if they're going to win this game. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And here is Green after the three-pointer from Jay Crowder. Three-pointer, and James with the basket on the assist by Bradley. James has got 5 points so far.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now here is McGee. James misses. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. Pass to Butler. And the rejection by James.
LeBron throwing that one away hard. There's a message behind that block. I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
They grabbed their own miss. The second chance effort, McGee. Misses from short range.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Lakers second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Aldwell Pope finds Howard. And it's Miami with the rebound. To the inside. It's good by Hero.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Howard, that's good.
And I don't know how many times even Dwight Howard feels the contact down there, but it happens often. He converts despite it.
And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against the Suns.
Well, if you look at Miami's future and it was inside a crystal ball, that picture's got to be a bit foggy at this point. They've been in the middle of the pack for a long time, but taking a chance this offseason and bringing in Jimmy Butler as their lone star, we'll see if that recruitment process pays off in some ways for Miami to reestablish some of their culture.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
You know, it seems like every year Miami is barely making or barely missing the playoffs. So, Brent, you're right. They've been close.
They keep it competitive. I just don't think there's a way in which Pat Riley will ever let go of the rope that way and tear down the roster. There's just too much pride, too much competitive fire here for them to do that, and it's not the way that Miami's going to go.
Bradley's checked in for Los Angeles. And he's good on the second. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Nunn, guarded by Bradley. Snatched up. Bradley with some nice D. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
And here we can check out the story on Avery Bradley. Last season's performance for him averaged 10 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
Danny Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. The Heat shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Bradley finds Green. Here's Howard. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Howard's got his second basket of the night.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now, here's Green. Now, here's Bradley. Here's Howard. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Hard to deny many of the skills that Dwight Howard brings to the floor on a nightly basis. Not just a force on defense, but has those nights on offense where he can be imposing as well.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Heat lead by 5. Well, the trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how
it's different for everybody, to tell you the truth. For me,
staying level-headed and ready for whatever's next. That's Jimmy's mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say that the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is really impressive.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you? Stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to try to feed that, get out quick.
On the court for Miami here in the second. In the middle, it's Olynyk in Adebayo. Then it's Jones. And it's Hero into the two-guard spot. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players. They know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you.
Well, LeBron right through the defense this time. Incredible at finishing off that one.
Pass to Olynyk. The three. The shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
You got to give him an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Well, it would have been really nice to get that win on the road, but no team ever happy with the loss. Put up a good fight. They had nothing to hang their heads on after that one.
Here's Davis. Back to Howard. And Howard slams it home.
Anthony Davis showing those young AD skills as a point guard.
He'd have gone 2 or 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position, and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
Caldwell Pope finds McGee. Tries it from 19, and with that, the Heat lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Davis.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
McGee with the block. And it's Dragic with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained, Brent, all along, he was capable of more than he showed in college.
There's no question about his skill set, and in the NBA, the opportunity, along with the transition of the NBA game, and especially the center position, he seems to be coming along at the appropriate time to show all of his wares off, Kevin.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Here's Iguodala. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Miami with the ball, and at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Lakers making a change here. Morris has checked in. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Outside Butler. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4. Brent, you know, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but when you look for all the time in replays when you see that call, it's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But if the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him not to be able to catch up.
Yes.
Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle.
And Davis can't get it to go. The Heat with the lead. Iguodala wide open. Tries again, and it's Crowder laying it in. Crowder's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
the tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
To the right side. Dragic with a wide open look. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Shot left block. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Danny Green, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. And it's good, 2 points. Adebayo's got his second basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words what he's able to do on the basketball field?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Morris, no good. Miami leading by 5. From deep, Iguodala drills the three-pointer. Iguodala's got 9.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Lakers have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Rondo kicks to Caldwell Pope. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Morris, and no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Green finds Rondo. Now Morris, defended by Butler. Again the miss by Morris. Here's Dragic. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And now a 12-point Heat lead.
And you can see just how tough the defense was there, but in the end, it did not matter for Goran.
Hoje eu medi minha glicemia, tava 103.
E é o quê? É o quê?
Tá ficando normal.
Você não comida com ela? Deu que já de boa em relação?
Uhum.
Ai, tá amarelinha. Você
Tá?
deixou aberto.
Opa.
Vai espirrar. Vai doer? Ah, não tem perna.
Tô em perna.
Nossa, cozinha ficou limpinha, mas daqui a pouco sujo. Também pode ser igual ontem, tá? Como eu falei pra você. Vem. Fala um favor pra mim. Pega o controle aqui, ó. Aperta esse aqui, ó.
Aperta.
Esse.
Ah.
Aperta X.
Ah.
Aperta X.